This popcorn stitch square is such an easy and pretty alternative to any project that calls for a crochet square. It's a little bit three-dimensional, it is so easy to do, and it only takes 3 rounds. To start the popcorn stitch square, we're going to make a slip knot. Place it on your hook, and now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to slip stitch into the first chain you just made because we're going to make a loop. Just like that. Just like that. And we're going to be working the first round, which is the popcorn stitch round, right into that loop. To start, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, a popcorn stitch is made up of 5 double crochets, and we're going to count this chain 3 as if it's a double crochet. It's obviously not a double crochet. It's just going to be a placeholder for a double crochet. It's just an easy way to get to the height of a double crochet at the beginning of a round. Now we're going to make 4 more double crochets right into that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the beginning of our popcorn stitch. Now, if you've already done a popcorn stitch before, you know what comes next, but in case you haven't, it's a little bit not traditional. Well, I guess it is traditional because it's a popcorn stitch, but it's a little bit unconventional compared to other crochet stitches because at this point, after making 5 double crochets, we're going to take this loop off of our hook carefully. I like to hold it to make sure I don't drop it. And we're going to insert the hook into the top of the first double crochet we made. Now, because we're counting that chain 3 as our first double crochet, we're going to pop our hook into the top of that chain 3. And then we're going to put the loop back on the hook, tighten it a little bit, and then pull that loop through the top of that first double crochet you made. And to finish off the popcorn stitch, we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that is your first popcorn stitch, chain 3, in this first round. We are going to make a total of 8 popcorn stitches in this first round. Now, I know that seems unlikely because look how much space this one's taking up, but don't worry, you can scooch it over. Let's make our second popcorn stitch. We're going to work right back into that loop we made with that chain 6. So we're going into that loop with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do the same thing that we did before, which is take the hook out of that loop, find the first double crochet you made in that group of 5, insert your hook into the top of that double crochet, place the loop back on your hook, tighten it a little bit so you can grab it and pull it through the top of that first double crochet. Now chain to finish off that popcorn stitch and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That is our second popcorn stitch. Let's make our third. 5 double crochets into the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your hook out of the loop. Find the first double crochet you just made in that group of 5. Place your hook through the top of that stitch. Put the loop back on your hook. Tighten it a little bit. And then pull it through the top of that first double crochet. Now chain 1 to finish it off and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 popcorn stitches. We are going to keep going until we get to 8, so we have 5 more to go. 5 double crochets into that loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your hook out of the loop, place it into the top of the first of that 5, grab the loop and pull it through the top of that first stitch, chain to finish it off. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 popcorn stitches. Now we're going back into the loop with 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your hook out of the loop, find the first double crochet in that group of 5 you just did, insert your hook, place the loop back on your hook and pull it through the top of the first double crochet and chain 1 to finish it off. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 5 popcorn stitches. Let's start scooching them over so we have space for 3 more. 5 double crochets right back into the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the loop off your hook, place the hook through the first stitch, grab the loop, pull it through, chain 3. That's 6 popcorn stitches. We have 2 more to go. 5 double crochets back into the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remove your hook, slip the hook through the first of that 5, put the loop back on your hook and pull it through, chain 1 to close, 3 chains, and that is 7 popcorn stitches. We have 1 more, I think it'll just fit. So 5 double crochets back into the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the loop off your hook, place your hook through the first double crochet in that group of 5, loop back on, pull it through, chain 1 to close, chain 3, and slip stitch into the top of that first popcorn stitch you made to close off this round. And after round 1, this is what you should have. To start round 2 of this popcorn stitch square, we're going to chain 3. That will count as a double crochet. We're going to work into the chain 3 space that's right next to where we just chained. So right here, we're going to work right through this big chain 3 space. And in that chain 3 space, we're going to place 2 double crochets. Now we're going to move on to the next chain 3 space, and we're going to place 9 double crochets here. This is going to be a corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is a corner. Now we're moving on to the next chain 3 space, which is right here. We're placing 2 double crochets in the next chain 3 space, and we're moving on to the following chain 3 space, and we're placing 9 double crochets here. It's another corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next, we're going to find the next chain 3 space and place 2 double crochets in that chain 3 space. We're moving on to the next corner, the next chain 3 space. If you guessed, putting 9 double crochets in that space, you would be right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 3 corners done. Find the next chain 3 space and place 2 double crochets in that chain 3 space. And moving on to the final corner. Now that first chain 3 we did to start this round counts as part of this corner. So because that counts as 1, we only need to make 8 double crochets in this last chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to close this round, we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. So just place a slip stitch into the top chain of that chain 3. And that is your round 2 done. To start the third and final round of this square, let's chain 1, and we're going to place a single crochet right at the base of where you slip stitched. So we're just going to place a single crochet there. Next, we are going to place a single crochet on top of the next double crochet from the row below and the following one. So that's 1 single crochet on top of each of those 2 double crochets in the previous row that make up that side. Now we are at the corner group of 9 double crochets. We are going to place a single crochet in each of the first 3 double crochets. We're going to skip the 4th double crochet, and in the 5th double crochet in that group of 9, that's the middle one, we're going to place a half double crochet, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another half double crochet all into that 5th double crochet in the previous row. Next, we're going to skip the following stitch, and then the next 3 stitches place a single crochet in each one. Now we should be on the next side, and you have those 2 double crochets that make up that side. We're going to place a single crochet on top of each one of those double crochets. Next, we are at the following corner. Again, this is a group of 9 double crochets. In the first 3, we're going to place 1 single crochet in each of the first 3 stitches. Skip the 4th stitch, and in the 5th stitch, which is the middle of those 9, we're going to do what we just did in the last corner, which is a half double crochet, 4 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, and a half double crochet. Skip the next stitch, and in the next 3 stitches, place 1 single crochet in each one. Now you're on another side, and there are those 2 double crochets from the previous row that make up this side. So we're going to place 1 single crochet on top of each one of those, and then you'll be at the next corner, which is the 9 double crochets. In each of the first 3 stitches, we're placing 1 single crochet. We're going to skip the 4th stitch, and in the 5th stitch, which is the middle of the 9, we're going to do the same that we've done before, which is a half double crochet, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another half double crochet. Skip the following stitch and place a single crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets in that group of 9. Now we're on the next side, and again we have those 2 double crochets that make up this side. We're placing 1 single crochet on top of each one of those. And I believe we are at our last corner. This is another group of 9 from the previous row. We're placing 1 single crochet in each of the first 3 stitches. We're going to skip the 4th stitch, and in the 5th stitch, which is the middle in that group of 9, we're placing a half double crochet, 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half double crochet, and then we're going to skip the following stitch and place a single crochet in the last 2 stitches of this round, and we are going to slip stitch into that first single crochet you made in this round, and we are going to fasten off. And that is your 3-round popcorn stitch square. These are so easy to join to each other. Obviously, these are all different sizes, so probably can't join these. But if you did want to join, these two are, they're pretty identical. But you could join in the middle, or you can seam them all along the side, or just join at the end if you're doing something that doesn't require a lot of tension. That is it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.